Commander Davis. Going to look at bulletin boards and missions. So from the starport, if you select the starport services and the bulletin board, and there's a bunch of missions. So let's take a cargo run. They want us to take some cargo somewhere. So let's accept that.
Warning, cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That's been transferred to my cargo hold. If we now go have a look at the left-hand panel, you'll see I've got to deliver cargo to Morgul. So let's go find out where that is. Currently got trading lanes showing. Let's turn those off for the moment. We don't care about them. So, search for the system, and it's down there. Okay, so the way this works is we now have fuel, and fuel limits the distance you can jump and how many jumps you can make. So the solid blue lines show where I can jump in a single jump, and the dotted blue lines show where I can jump with multiple jumps, although I may need fueling stops. So I'm a little bit limited in where I can go at the moment, mainly because I've got a full fuel tank. So it looks like I'm going to have to go Dahan and then Morgul. That's not a problem because 2 jumps can normally be done on a single tank of fuel. So let's pick Dahan as our first target. Let's launch. Let's get ourselves out of the station.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
So you'll notice on the right hand side you've got a fuel gauge. Nice and full now, as I already filled before we took off. And the fuel gauge shows our current fuel usage. And how much fuel we've got left for hyperdrive and supercruise and normal engine use. So if we just quickly pull back a bit. The thin yellow line, it's a little hard to see at the moment, which looks like it underlines the fuel usage, but that thin line is the amount of fuel we've got available for supercruise and normal flight. Beds down quite slowly. Supercruise seems to use about twice as much fuel as normal flight. And then underneath you'll see the large yellow splodges. They are for hyperspace. So if I engage
drive charging.
You should notice when the drive engages, we'll lose a couple of those blobs.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So we used 2 units of fuel for that flight. So we easily make a jump without having to dock. There we are, Morgul. Let's get ourselves aligned. There it is. So you really want to be careful if you're jumping into a system without a space station that you've got enough fuel to jump out.
Drive charging.
Because otherwise you are going to have to put out a distress beacon when you run out of fuel, and that's going to cost you quite a few credits.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
That used about 2.5 boxes of fuel. So the ship as it is, we could probably get 3 or 4 jumps out of it. little bit. Notice on my radar and also the head-up display there's actually someone in front of me. Not interested in targeting them at the moment. The ship is no good in combat. Also not entirely sure if it's possible for players to pull people out of Super Cruise yet. Not something I've played with. So you'll notice the thin fuel bars move down now, so we've done a little bit of Super Cruise. Currently we're burning about 10 fuel. When we drop out of Super Cruise, that'll drop to between 4 and 5. Right, just see where the entrance is. I think it's the other side. Handy little go faster trick. Take assist off. Boost. And ahead and full speed. That's good enough. Let's get ourselves some missions to do. There we go.
Request granted.
Not entirely sure why anyone would want docking computers in this game. Not entirely sure it's like with bigger ships, but certainly with the Sidewinder you can just fly the thing in. Pad number 1, which is over there. So it's lined up. off.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Bit of a messy landing, but quick enough. So what we can do here, starport services. We'll refuel first, always remember to do that. So you'll notice the fuel tank's at 51%, reservoir 79%, so that's the two different bars for flying and hyperdrive. And 21 minutes to refuel, not a huge amount. If we go, oops, back to the bulletin board, and we'll see here, there's our current mission, which we can now give cargo. And we've got some cash. There we go.